Hello, Antoinette here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a walkthrough with the Oracle Witch, Woman in Total Control of Herself. This is an Oracle deck by Angi Sullins and the art is by Silas Toball. This is the mass market version. She did have this out on Kickstarter as an indie deck, and I'm aware that many people purchased it. I do not own that one. That is how I found out about it, was on a walkthrough on Amethyst Ascension. And I have been waiting. I was gutted to find out I'd missed it completely, like no knowledge it even existed. But at the same time, elated to hear that it was coming out on mass market, as a number of her decks have been picked up and already produced by US Games. I'm not going to go into comparisons between the decks and things because I've seen a few videos. I personally am just really glad that, selfishly, I was able to get a mass market edition that's very similar to, or if not almost identical to, the Kickstarter edition. I'm grateful. So the back of the deck says, a witch is a woman in total control of herself. She has shifted her allegiance from pleasing to pleasure, from subservient to subversive, through the very act of claiming her inner knowing as her highest authority. She's willing to abandon everyone else's expectations before she'll abandon herself. She's stopped fearing her path and started blazing it, loyal to the visions in her head and the longing of her heart. Then it says, become mistress of your own power with the wisdom of this 44-card deck and a 216-page guidebook with oracular guidance from the Witchery Academy and 5 original poems by Muse Angi Sullins herself. You were born sovereign, and your life is the castle you occupy. It's time to take back the throne, woman. So, comes in a very nice sturdy box, magnetic closure. Become a disciple of inner devotion, resurrect the silver salvation of self-respect, believe in yourself and your wild holy heart. Like it's a sovereign religion. It is, and the world needs more missionaries. So here we have, now I have had this out, it's not in order, but the order won't make any difference because it's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle, in my humble opinion. So it is a nicely bound, thick book, as it states. It is colour, beautifully produced. So we have a full colour card. We have information about the card, and then we have the information split onto 2 pages, and then we have a blank page where you could potentially put notes, I think. I think, yeah, for the most part, all the information is maintained within those 2 pages. It's not 2 complete pages always, but sometimes it is. You could argue that by not having that page, we could have maybe made the book a bit smaller, but I think it's nice to open up and have the image there while you're reading, rather than the image on the other side of the page and then opening up and, you know, writing here. But yeah, you could argue there's a potential to do that with the book, but it's beautifully made. I can't remember if there's spreads in the front. She says there are poems in here by Angi. So unmasking a myth there. She has like starting up with your deck, getting to know your deck, casting a circle, some bits there about defending yourself when you're working, introduction, what her version of a witch is to her, the welcome home bit, speaking to us. Yes, I'm going back to front as always, and of course where to find the cards on each page if you need them. And then you have, so unmasking a myth, the Temple of Belonging, and Shameless. So those are the Hive, Shameless. Next time, so those are some of the poems that are in here, and they often jump out as so you just see them on the pages, they just come out. So it is a beautifully put together book. I am finding that perhaps the cards make more sense with the book. So to me at the moment, this isn't an intuitive deck. This is a deck that needs a book, which is something I find with most oracles, to be fair. to them. That's why I'm a tarot person for the most part, but I'm trying it. Apparently oracles are calling to me. I'm buying lots and lots and lots and lots of them. Now it comes in this box. I don't know what this is about, but it's glued in and stuck. So there is like a kind of shell. I wondered if at one point they were going to just produce the deck in a 2-part box. So it's very interesting, but it has a nice picture in there as well. It comes with this organza bag. So yes, I've popped it into the bag. It has these beautiful backs. It is high gloss. It is thick, quite thick cardstock compared to other decks I have that sort of have this resemblance. So yeah, I think that's just gorgeous. So they are reversible if you want to reverse your decks, but I'm not sure that the guidebook particularly lends itself to reversed meanings. I can't remember. As I've only worked with it, probably I've done, I don't know, 4 card pulls with this so far. Gold gilding. It's not too sharp. It does shuffle quite nicely. So I have no complaints. So all the cards have a number on them as well. So that makes it easy to find in your book. Let's bring you down. I think we're in frame roughly. About there. Sorry. Okay. Just get the cup out of the way. So She of the Invisible Alley. Alchemist of Pain. The Hive Queen. Songstress. The Labyrinth Walker. Maiden Journey. Failure's Muse. Empress of Pleasure. Medicine Woman. The Woman in Total Control of Herself. The Oracle. Disciple of Ritual. Bard of Truth. The Predator. Keeper of Silence. Goddess of Grace. The Phoenix. The Sovereign. Spider Woman. Thief of Peace. The Selkie. Lady of Perpetual Rebirth. The Judge. The Devouring Mother. Trailblazer. Storykeeper. Psyche. The Companion. The Wonder Hunter. Sisterhood of Reciprocity. Harpy of Rage. The Dreamer. The Lion Queen. The Scholar. Siren of Surrender. Creatrix of Cunning. The Exile. Priestess of Priorities. Divine Masculine. The Rescuer. Priestess of Original Innocence. The Dancer. The Weaver of the Red Tent. We have the Wing Leader. So as you can see, beautiful artwork. And this would go with a number of decks I could pull out right now, art-wise. But I'm trying, or I thought I would maybe try a few different ones to see how we go. This is going to go with the Zamla's Oracle. It's probably going to go very well with my Lady Wilhelmina's, the Vampires Tarot, all of those types of dark decks. Poe, what's that one that is made up of art? Can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so you kind of get the gist of definitely what I think it's going to go with, aesthetically wise, visually wise. So I've pulled out a few decks to have a look through and see how they go. Well, yeah, just to see how they go. There is nothing else to that sentence, is there? I thought it would be interesting to try this out, as these are new, or we have a newbie in the midst of my collection. So I thought we could maybe try the two together and see what you'll think. So for those who aren't sure, these are the Moonchild, the original edition, and the new Shadow edition. I thought we'd just do them as a visual to see how they look like this. So we'll try that, shall we? Three of Swords with the Winged Leader and the Page of Cups. I think as a visual, actually, this makes these two work nicely together. When I had these two side by side, I wasn't so sure, but that visually ties them in. Maybe it's just that card, but we shall see. Here we have Page of Cups with the Weaver of the Red Tent and the Five of Wands. Our Divine Wisdom card with the Dancer and the Shadowwork card. Knight of Cups with our Priestess of Original Innocence and Four of Cups. I think it's not bad. Page of Pentacles, the Rescuer and the Empress. And I honestly don't think it makes any difference if I have two different decks either side. This is just more luminous, it feels to me, in the images. Slight fluorescence to them. And this one is a little darker, maybe a slight more tonal moodiness to it. With this, yeah, I think they work pretty well, either deck or both. Let me know what you think in comments about that pair. I still haven't read the guidebooks exactly to see what the difference is, so I know there was some differences, but I haven't read to see how much more difference is in the main body text. I know some people were really curious about that, but hopefully when I get to my August reflections I'll be able to tell you a bit more. So I thought we would also try it with the Wildwood Tarot, because this is sort of earthy witchy and we have a witchy deck. So Page of Vessels, or the Otter, with our Priestess of Priorities and the Archer, which would be the Chariot. Perfect. Don't think I could do that again if I tried. Split the deck with two upside down cards. Knight of Stones, Creatrix of Cunning with the King of Stones. Five of Stones, Endurance with the Scholar, and our King of Bows, the Adder. They definitely sort of go, don't they? Endurance with scholarly. You need some endurance to sit down and read. Oh, there we go again. Got no idea why we ever upside down. So the pole star with the lion queen, that's quite, and then we have the transition there. So as a reading kind of message or intuitive hit or, visual input, I think there is something there because they're all being guided. So these are all sort of guiding, aren't they? Although this also has that element of strength in it as well. But in order to transition, you do need to be a strong person once you're being guided in your direction. So yeah, I think, visually not my favourite. I prefer the previous deck, but not bad. So what else should we try? Tarot wise, let's try the medieval scapini. Again, this is a US Games deck, which I have cut down. So 10 of Wands with our Dreamer and Queen of Swords. King of Wands with our Harpy of Rage and our Two of Wands. But they are all kind of wands with all the twigs and things there, aren't they? So we do have some cohesiveness. Justice with the Sisterhood of Reciprocity and our 10 of Coins. That's almost like a full kind of ritual-esque sort of feeling there, isn't it? Under the moon. The Magician with the Companion and Temperance. Ten of Cups with our Psyche and 8 of Coins. Not feeling it quite so much, this one. Less than the Wildwood Tarot, I think. Just pop it into its box. Okay, I thought we might try, I pulled out a wild card. That is the Margaret Peterson Tarot. Just sort of see how this one goes. It's obviously a much bigger deck, more oracle sized, bigger than this oracle. But I just thought we'd see with all the colours in it. So Daughter of Cups with our Psyche and Son of Feathers. I mean, that's a nice colour visual. 7 of Feathers with Story Keeper and Father of Coins. Obviously Feathers is the air suit. Eight of Feathers with our Trailblazer. And our Mother of Flames or Queen of Wands, Fire. However you want to refer to your suits and elements. That's interesting. These two kind of have something going on, don't they? Whereas this one, 8 of Air, we can definitely see the sort of trapped thought bubble, nightmarish situation going on there. Ooh, 7 of Cups with a Devouring Mother and Renewal. Interesting. Again, I'm not feeling that one quite so much. The first sort of blue cards looked good, but I'm not so sure. So I think we can put that one away. We're in the season. I'm basically calling this autumn already because it feels a bit like that. We go from summer to autumn in the blink of an eye. So we're going to do the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot because I'm very curious to see how it goes. The Lovers with the Judge and the Star. Yeah, I think they're not too bad for a message. King of Pentacles with our Lady of Perpetual Rebirth and the Chariot. Okay. You can sort of see him giving out advice on how to transform what's going on and then finding your direction. Knight of Wands with our Thief of Peace and the Hierophant. Well, for those who know that I'm a bit cheeky, the Knight of Wands I know many people refer to as the love boy of the deck. that doesn't settle anywhere for long, with our Thief of Peace. So yeah, I was off in some naughty innuendo section there with those, and then obviously the Hierophant, the judgment, or the you must marry at the end of it, because look at what happened. 9 of Pentacles with Sovereign and 2 of Cups. That's what you're wishing for, being sovereign about it and your belief, and creating new relationships. I mean, visually, I think they look quite nice. Reading wise, 10 of Swords with our Goddess of Grace and 7 of Pentacles. Not sure. Not as favourite as the Moonchild. Okay, here's the deck I've been dying to get out with this one. So this is the Oracle of the Rose, which is just a beautiful deck. I love it. Some people don't like it because it's got repetitive collage style art in it. There's lots of elements in this that repeat in different cards, but it's all put together differently. But that's what I love about it. But I just thought this. Look at this. So we have the Journey with the Goddess of Grace and Decisions. Celebration, Keeper of Silence with the Tower. Quite a strong message in that one, isn't there? Wisdom with the Predator. And then we have the Priestess. Now, I don't have a guidebook for this deck. It didn't come with one. I wish it did. The first version did. Because some of these, it would be nice just to get some idea on what the creator was thinking. But in the same breath, I get to make my own creation, my own meanings. We have our Balancing Act with the Disciple of Ritual and Soulmates. Set in Stone, the Oracle and Leap of Faith. Yeah, these are gorgeous. Sorry if you can hear Maximus snoring. Boundary with the Medicine Woman and Disconnected. She is about giving yourself space and time to put yourself back together. So that is really interesting to follow up with those. That is a really nice that is a nice layout of a message, I think. Carousel with the Empress of Pleasure and Home. Depends how you view the carousel. If you view it as a merry-go-round, as here we go again, or if you view it as a fun place to be, you know, like a child riding down on the unicorns and the horses on the carousel. So that's dependent on your view of a carousel wheel. Self-love with the Maiden Journey and Storm. Okay, I like that, obviously, but I have been finding that just in general, I really do appreciate having this deck. Now, one more oracle that I thought we could try with this is the one that it would be rude not to pull out for this time of year as well. So the Mabon Oracle, which I thoroughly love the images. I love the fact that they've changed the wording on the bottom. Now, I know that's not everyone's jam, because some people preferred the cryptic messages on the bottom. It's not for me. I prefer a little bit more of a hit for the message here, so I don't have to go and get the book. The kind of poetry messages didn't really mean anything to me. Yeah. So I like this. So I'm a lover of this version, and I would like the others to be reproduced in this version, but I have come across people that prefer it the other way around. Anyway, here we have our Toad with the Maiden Journey and Peppers. Fawn with our Hive Queen and the Apothecary Cabinet. So be curious, dear child, and explore the world within worlds. Without practice, without befriending them, they are strangers in your path. With our Hive Queen. Visually, these aren't as favourite as the Oracle of the Rose. So we have you are woven with an embrace, protected, loved, and familiarity of finally being home with our Scholar. And our Kitchen Witchery abundance flows easily and effortlessly into your life, being gratitude. So they do give nice messages together. So I think from that perspective, they're quite good. But it is a rare occasion that I put Oracle on top of Oracle. So I already know it's not something that I'm going to do regularly. And the only other tarot deck that I wanted to try with this is this one, but I don't know. This one might be too vibrant. And that is our Serpent and Peacock Tarot, the artist's version. So the one that's just been released from Kickstarter. So that's this one. Yeah, I thought maybe that the colours were too vibrant for this one. And that's what I'm instantly seeing. I'm just seeing bright colours jarring next to each other. So beautiful deck, not for this Oracle. Okay. There we go. So, actually, I'll just give you a few to look at. What's your thoughts on this deck? Do you have it? Are you interested? Did you get the Kickstarter? As always, be respectful in comments below, because I am aware of some of the controversy and people's thoughts and feelings with the Kickstarter and then the mass market. So I don't really want to get too entangled into that one, but I think this as a general mass market deck, I couldn't be happier with it. It is beautifully produced. It is a little on the pricier side for a mass market deck, for a 44 card Oracle deck, but I was already prepared to pay for it because I knew that I really, really liked it, having watched multiple walkthroughs of this deck. So that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.